but then we
Yeah,
are insane.
right. I struggle with that. You know, starting something, it opens up the loop for me, and I have this burning desire to close that thing before I move on to the next one. So I started a website well, around like, I don't know, 7 o'clock yesterday after supper. And I kept working on it. And at some point, I was like, yeah, I'm going to put this down and I'm going to go to video editing. And before I realized it, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm pissed off that I didn't get the other thing done, and this
Yeah.
one's not done just yet. And so the time, my like perspective of how much time it was going to take to build this thing out, like I don't know, I just have it in my head that I'm way better than I actually am at this
Well,
shit. So
and get that you are good at it. So it's not about how good you are at doing this stuff. It's all about the amount of time it takes to execute on things and what your ideal outcome is and the gap between those two realities. I built my website and it took me a month to build my website. That
yeah,
was intentional focused time, a 90-minute block every morning. But I stopped at 90 minutes. Okay,
right.
time to end this. I got to do the other things. And I'm clear what those other things are because I used my structure and I blocked out that time, right? And so I would do that. But I honored the structure. And so the next
Mm.
day at whatever time it was, my focus, and it's not easy, right? Like there was many times where I find myself looking on fucking social media while I'm supposed to be building my website. It's like
The
and now
buzz
you
on the
have less.
table.
Well, that I turn off. I have that on silent, and that's its own thing to manage. If I when do I put it on silent and when does it need to be on? But anyways, uh, if I honored that time block, I would move it forward, and I would actually get a substantial amount of work done to the point where I felt good about setting it down and now doing what else needed to be done, the other things that I
Mm.
was responsible for. And I built that website. It's actually less than a month. It was probably 3 weeks. Uh, so not only did I move the rock, but I moved the rock up the mountain faster than maybe had I approached it differently, like just trying to move it all in one go and just being burnt out and and not really making the progress or starting to doubt myself or going backtracking a little bit because I didn't have that space to just let it be,
Hmm.
let it go, and then come back with that fresh perspective again and look at it and go, oh yeah, totally, yeah, this totally makes sense, and I'm gonna keep that going.